What's up, guys? Just to start this video off, I want to say thank you to Max Speeding Rods. They sponsored us another set of coilovers for the EG build. And if you guys haven't checked out the videos already, click in the upper link. Got the first setup that I used on the CRX build. And we're going to try out another set on this track build also. And I've had nothing but good luck with mine. So thank you again to Max Speeding Rods for taking care of us. Yeah, go for it. Actually, control arm, sorry.
Oh.
Forgot the same. I mean, it's like, it's not lined up. Yeah, there you go. Do that. Hold the control arm and we'll. There you go. Yeah, when you're turning them. This one's all the way stiff already. We're gonna leave it and then one more.
Still stiff and one more?
Alright guys, so we did a little bit of pretty easy work today. You guys saw us, we put on the PCI side skirts. He bought a fender, but unfortunately it was for like a sedan and it didn't fit, so we just kind of hammered out this one so we could put it on for now, and we're probably gonna leave it on until he can find a nice replacement. We added that, it's an eBay lip, right?
Yes, sir.
Cool, eBay lip. I finished up the Gates timing belt finally, so I was able to put the covers on, and then new valve cover gasket with spark plug seals. That way, we're hoping to, it was leaking back here when we first started. You saw it earlier in the video, hoping to eliminate that. Hoping I got the timing right. I think I got it right. We're gonna find out. And then we adjusted the coils. We brought all of them up about an inch, so A little bit better ride quality and ride height. Also, we don't want to rub the tires. The rear quarters are not rolled. So there's a potential it could eat into the tire, but we're going to find out. And that's something we'll probably do when we have a moment, is roll those. But now we're going to start it up real quick and see if we can take it for a spin. Hopefully the timing is set right. And just get a little bit of miles on it. Start it up, man. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to tighten that ground. I need to tighten that one up. Ugh, is there a 10 on? Yeah. It's good. We could tighten the battery terminals right now. Looks like timing's okay. Have you checked the radiator fluid lately? Let's check it real quick. Right now, leave it. It's still cold. Just make sure it's topped off. Yeah, you can pop it off. Need to add some probably. And that is it for working on it today, guys. I forgot to mention, he also installed those aftermarket mirrors. Just some sort of replica brand, looks like. But I think the car looks fantastic. The height that we adjusted the coils to, the lip, the side skirts, it looks so much nicer. It has a nice stance to it with everything that we added onto it today. It's idling fine. I was just kind of curious where I lined up the timing belt. I thought I had it too far forward, but it doesn't look like it. Seems fine. We're just letting him warm up right now. Let the fan kick on. He's going to take it for a spin around the block. We wiped it down, and the paint looks really nice still. It's solid for what it is. The only issue we were having is some of the lights don't kick on and off. We don't know what's up with that, but there's a little, kind of a little rat's nest underneath here. Check out all these wires. It just looks, there's so much going on. Looks like an aftermarket. I think fog lights at one point with this little plug, and then maybe an alarm of some sort, or I don't know. We're gonna go through and clean all that up and repair, say like for instance the ignition wire. Looks like they spliced into that. When I mean, that's usually when they do that, is when they add an alarm. But maybe we can figure out why the lights aren't working. We checked all the fuses, wasn't that, and he's gonna gut the rest of the interior. It's kind of, this little back seat's messed up. I'm gonna yank out all of this though and have it completely gutted back there. Are you gonna pull out door panels and stuff too?
Everything.
Everything?
Everything.
Cool. Headliner?
Yeah.
I suggest leaving that for heat. Because when being out there in the middle of summer, it makes a big difference. When I had the black track car, it made a big difference keeping the heat down. When I removed it, it was a lot hotter. Yes, so it'd probably smart to leave that, and maybe even the little plastic panels that hold the headliner up. And they're so light anyways, you're probably, no, that shit ain't gonna make a big difference. See right there, can you hear it? The lights are like, I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's like clicking and then like flickering, so something is obviously messed up there, but we'll get down to it. But happy how it looks. Looks really, really sharp. Can only get better if we spend more time on it. Now we just need to get out there and hopefully get some laps put on this thing. Before we take it though, I'm gonna put on new tie rods, and he has a front camber kit. And he's gonna get the car aligned. That way we not tearing up tires prematurely. And so that kind of wraps up today, guys. We don't really have much more we need to complete on the car. Just maybe clean the engine bay, fight any other leaks that might be. Looks like the oil pan gasket may have a leak, but since we really haven't driven the car or started it much, any of the residual oil and grease and crap that might be on there might come off. So we're just gonna kind of monitor that, but everything else seems to be fine. I'm gonna flush the coolant, of course, and we have a track day 8 days from now, but we're in the midst of the coronavirus where everyone and everything has been shut down. We think the track may be shut down that day also. So it might be pushed back, but the next part of this video will more than likely be us getting some footage of the car at the track and see how well it's handling and how well it's doing out there. Thanks for following along today, and we'll see you soon. We had a little chance to get out here again. Today is March 31st. Gonna do a little bit more buttoning up on the EG project. The heater valve on this car was broken, and since the heater core is still there, he went in and bought one, we replaced it. The reason we're doing that is the heater acts as like a secondary radiator in case the car starts overheating. Since we're unfamiliar with any issues with this car yet, we really haven't had a chance to drive it and break it in. He reconnected the line there, and then they had put these little caps on here. We're gonna reconnect the heater line here also and verify that it works, and that way we can just make sure we have the cooling system taken care of. And then if everything seems to be fine there, no leaks, we're gonna drain it. We're gonna attempt to maybe flush it today and then add the required coolant that needs to be in it, because right now it's just a mixture of maybe a little bit of antifreeze and a lot of water that we've just been adding in, so we just drive it around here in the backyard. What Ray's working on here is we pulled the boot off. He got some blackwork front camber arms. The boots were less than desirable, so we're putting on some energy suspension, the ball joint covers, and these will be perfect once we get it pressed down, and then once it slides into the knuckle, it'll push it right over the little lip on the camber, on the ball joint for the camber kit. And he didn't have any camber arms, just the stock upper control arms, and those ball joints are a little shot too. Is this one of the bolts? And what nuts, I mean? It'll stay there now. So he finished up the camber kit install, got the lines changed. He's gonna take it for a small trip around the block just to warm it up a little bit faster, and we can check it for leaks and verify his heater's working.
I'm not gonna lie.
Does it?
It feels good too. Like I was like, not lying. It was like 45,000 RPMs. Dude.
You're not supposed to take that high full clutch.
Well, 3,000.
How?
34.
434? Felt good?
It felt good. It felt real good.
That was the initial test drive, guys.
Woo.
So, did you check under the hood?
What's that?
See if it's leaking?
Oh, no, I didn't check that.
Turn it back on real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry to keep you longer, but. Yeah, it looks dry, but turn it on either way. Can we put the hood prop? Cool, yeah, everything was dry for the coolant. Did you turn the heater on? See if it turns on, I'll check the valve. Yeah. Oh yeah, it opened it.
Yeah, it's on.
Cool.
That's good. Like this one.
So that's good, that'll work if we need, just in case it does overheat, you can just throw that on real quick. Awesome, man. I guess on to another day, huh?
Yeah. Felt good.
Cool. Oh, you can feel it right away. That kind of wraps it up, guys. A little bit of work done today. Next time we're gonna try and chase down these wiring issues. I was feeling the relay, and under here you can feel it. It keeps blinking, so maybe we'll just try to pull that and swap it. I don't know if they work from the EFs. We probably could try one from one of the other cars. But it idles well, and he said it drives pretty good too, so just need to get some miles on that clutch. We'll see you guys out here next time.